Shinji's so gloomy. You nerd. You can't become a doctor.
It's scary how you always stay indoors. You're a ghost! A ghost!
I hate the countryside. They only have one class at elementary school, so I don't have a place to belong. Hey, I heard his mom is sick. The greengrocer said so. I hate the countryside. Rumors about the neighborhood quickly spread and become the subject of harassment. For me, my hometown is like an old wound. Only bad memories come back to me whenever I remember it. So when my mom decided to move to the city for treatment, I was so happy. And when she recovered from her illness and decided to return to her hometown, I, a high school student, remained in Tokyo. I didn't want to go back. Just like that, I became an adult. My name is Shinji Izumo. I'm 23. It's been over 10 years already. Brings back memories. Looking at the scenery of Shimane Prefecture from the window of a train. My parents' house is about an hour drive from the nearest station. I see. To clear up the past, maybe you should go back there once. One day, I got a call from my mom. The local population has decreased, young people have disappeared, and the town has become deserted. She didn't ask me to come back. However, she was worried about the fate of her hometown. A hometown where you have only unpleasant memories. But for your mother, her hometown is important. What's bothering you is the difference in perception between you and your mother about your hometown, right? Then the answer is simple. You should actually go see it. Isn't it a good opportunity? I also visit Shimane often. Besides, didn't you come to learn from me because you have some regrets about your hometown? The professor's words encouraged me, and I was asked to do some work too, so I ended up going on a business trip to my hometown. The sky is wide. A countryside with no tall buildings. The scenery of this town, which I didn't notice when I was a kid, is so beautiful. No! I just became too used to the hustle and bustle of the city. Why am I so moved? Are you maybe Shinji? At that time, a man's voice called out from behind. That face, that's definitely the gloomy, nerdy Shinji-kun after all. So nostalgic.
Oh, it's true! What is it? Did you fail in Tokyo and come back?
When I turned around, I saw Shoshin Kuromatsu and Matsue Hamada, who had grown up. I didn't miss you guys. Long time no see. You haven't changed. Maybe the two of you are dating? We've been married for a long time. So a nerdy guy like you don't even have a girlfriend? I hesitated whether I should say congratulations or not.
Hey, what kind of work did you do in Tokyo? Did you go up the sky tree?
However, it seems that Matsue's curiosity got the best of her. She's asking me a question with sparkling eyes. Well, I belong to a university in Tokyo, and I do a lot of things. Research on Japanese culture and... Are you still a student? Maybe you're repeating a year? I've been working since I was 18. How can I get through this? As I was thinking about this, a new voice came to me.
Shinji! You must be Shinji, hey!
A woman with a smile like the sun. She's Yoshika Kanuashi. I spent a lot of time with her when we were young.
Long time no see! My dad is longing to meet you. Hey, let's go! See you later, Shoshin-kun.
Okay. Before we could exchange greetings, Yoshika tugged on my arm. That bastard! Why is he so friendly with Yoshika? Even though he's an outsider steeped in Tokyo. Hey, wait! And it was only after Shoshin and Matsue were out of sight that she let go of my arm. Well, you helped me out, right? Thank you.
It's okay. I just came because I wanted to meet you. Oh, come over to my house while you're at it.
Sure. I only exchanged New Year's cards with her, Yoshika. She's become so beautiful. I've always thought she was cute since we were in elementary school, but this is awkward.
Oh my, are you Shinji-chan? You were quiet, but you've grown so much. Ah, these are freshly harvested vegetables. Take them, this too.
Oh my, is it Shinji? Whoa, you're completely a Tokyoist. Ha ha ha, take this.
Ah, thank you. Wait, I'm gonna get crashed. Even though it's been over 10 years, all the residents are happy to welcome me. It warms my heart.
Oh, it's been a while, Shinji. Well, I can easily recognize that clever face of yours.
When I arrived at Yoshika's house, we were greeted by her father, Tsuano Kanuashi. A long time no see. You don't seem to have changed either.
Ha ha ha, don't be so polite. Yoshika has been waiting anxiously for the day you would come.
Oh, stop it. Don't mention it.
Yoshika's face turns red, and she gets angry. I feel like she was talking like this 12 years ago as well. How nostalgic. Oh, I had forgotten the memories of when I was playing with Yoshika. The day I was scolded by Tsuano-san, the president of Sake Brewery Co. That day, we snuck into the sake brewery without permission and got scolded. I also got punched. Because it looked cooler inside the brewery. Yoshika also said that she wanted to make sake like you.
No, you idiots! No meal for you today!
Come to think of it, how is your sake brewery now? How are all the craftsmen doing? Tsuano then stopped sipping his coffee and wrinkled his brow.
All craftsmen are old now. Brewing sake in wooden barrels takes time and effort. The young people are increasingly moving to the cities. That's why I decided to end the sake brewery with my generation.
Oh, what? Oh, what? I was shaken by the unexpected answer and shook the cup I was holding. The coffee that flew out landed on my hand.
Hey, about that. I really want to take over the brewery after all. Hey, is it really no good?
No, women are not allowed in sake breweries. This is a rule that has been passed down from generation to generation.
Yoshika has a bitter expression on her face. Judging by the situation, this must have happened many times. The idea of impurity of blood from Buddhism. Or perhaps the arrangement was originally made considering how dangerous the work is. It is said that the idea of not allowing women to work in sake breweries dates back to the Edo period, but in modern times, it shouldn't matter.
If you can't protect the traditional itself just to preserve the customs from the past, then there's no point.
Quiet! I won't let you, a woman, inherit it. The sake brewery will end with me.
Dad, you're an idiot!
Yoshika sheds tears as her father yells and runs out of her room. Yoshika! Tsuano-san, that was too much!
It's alright, she's stubborn. Leave her alone.
Of course, there was no way I could leave her alone, so I bowed to Tsuano-san and immediately followed Yoshika.
Sorry. I showed you my embarrassing side.
I sat down next to her, who was crouched on the bank, and handed her a handkerchief. Yoshika's eyes are red.
Dad is always like that. I'm sure it's because of my mom.
Mom, you've been living only with Tsuano-san for a long time.
Yeah, my mom left us. She started to hate this town. My dad tells me to leave the town too, but I pleaded him to let me work as an admin clerk for his company. Hey, is the reason you didn't return because you hate this town? Is this town really that bad?
Her question leaves me at a loss for words. At that time, I was tired of the closed environment. I was certainly very happy when I first went to Tokyo. But now that I came back, I don't know anymore. I thought this town was inconvenient, there was nothing, but the people are kind, the sky is beautiful, and the smell of the trees is soothing. I enjoyed the time I spent with Yoshika. I wonder why I forgot. It was such a precious memory. I can't help but wonder. I didn't know anything about this town. I just got back, and I don't think it's a bad place at all. So, I want to know this town more. You like it too, right? This town. Yoshika nods. Then, she looks up at me as if she had an idea.
If you decide to stay in this town, then how about you become my husband and inherit the sake brewery?
What? I let out a stupid voice at the unexpected suggestion. That's actually a marriage proposal.
Joke! It's a joke! And you're busy with your research, right? Sorry for saying something weird.
Yoshika's face turned bright red, and my heart fluttered. I take a deep breath. Okay, it's okay now. But you don't just want to protect Tsuwano-san's sake brewery. You probably want to make sake, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's probably why she still argues with her father and can't give up. What to do? I was wondering how I could comfort Yoshika, and I thought of something. Oh yeah, my research! I've been asked by my prof to help revitalize this town. And the festival will be held this weekend. That's part of the project. We made the scale of it bigger.
Oh, I did hear from Uncle Etsu that people from the city have been coming here recently and doing various activities. But my father said there's no point. He doesn't like it when outsiders interfere.
Yeah, Professor Miura did say that it was very difficult to convince the people here. That's why we, the young people, have to work hard. Let's do it together! Besides, it'll definitely be a good opportunity. And the day before the festival, after I finished my work, I went to visit the company that my prof works with.
I had no idea that you knew the professor. Is town revitalization your proposal?
No, it's part of my prof's activities. I only help out during the festival period. This is the largest wood processing company in town. Originally, they used to make wooden barrels for brewing sake.
Well, this meeting is just to confirm the specialties that will be released soon, so let's get this over with quickly.
For some reason, my prof has been interested in this town and has been making preparations to revitalize it. The festival is the first step.
When you turn right at the end of the road, you'll find the restroom. Oh, Kurumatsu! Izumo-kun! Kurumatsu is a craftsman here.
As I walk down the aisle, I run into Shoshin. Oh, so he was working here, huh? Huh? What does he want? Maybe he wants to work here and is having a tour of the company?
No. You see, he's here for Dr. Miura, who does business with us. Izumo-kun is a research fellow working with him.
A research fellow? Huh? You're kidding! I'm a graduate student as well as a research fellow. I conduct research using funds from the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science. It is a title that only outstanding researchers can obtain, and I was lucky enough to be accepted.
Apparently, he had to give a lecture in the city today. He just came back.
Hey, please stop! Don't spread my story like that. It's embarrassing. What the? So this guy is recognized in Tokyo, and even came here on a special mission. He's excellent? Shit! Are you telling me that he lives in a different world from me? And in the evening, Shoshin was going to the festival venue alone. The venue is a paddy field filled with water before the rice is planted. Damn, I'll just scatter stones, wood, or anything else here. Such a festival involving outsiders should disappear. Just as he was about to throw the scraps of wood he had loaded onto his truck, someone stuck out of their head from the tent.
Oh, I got absorbed in my work. Oh my, I'm in trouble. Hey, you there. There's something more fun than that. Wanna come?
And on the day of the festival, the venue was filled with so many people you wouldn't expect from this small town.
What is happening? So many people.
Yeah, I heard that they did advertise the festival, but I can't believe so many people came.
The professor used various tricks to call people. A lot of university students came too. He said that the town revitalization activities were organized as an educational program for students. In other words, the management of this festival itself is part of the class for his students. But Miura-sensei, you overdid it. And the festival, commonly known as the Doronko Festival, began with a greeting from the town mayor. The content of the festival is simple. You go into mud in the rice field and go wild. There are many events such as treasure hunts, catching fish barehand, and tug of war. Up until now, it was an event for children to have fun, but this time, it has become a festival for adults too.
Whoa!
Grandpa, you're so muddy!
This might not come off even if I wash it.
There's a child's handprint on your pack.
Huh? Seriously? I didn't notice. The event is coming to an end. Then, a familiar voice comes from the loudspeaker. Professor Miura himself appears.
This is the finale. We will be holding Muddy Sumo. There will be a prize for the winner.
Whoa, Miura-sensei is so excited. Sumo? I guess I should join in too.
Before that, we will hold an exhibition match. If you're cold, come out.
Huh? Exhibition match? It wasn't in the plan, was it? Did it suddenly change?
First up is Shoshin Kuromatsu-kun, a young craftsman at a wood processing company. And against him is a young researcher from this town, Shinji Izuma-kun. Please come out.
Huh? Huh? What did that bastard prof say? However, I was immediately met with excitement from the participants. There is no way I can refuse now. Heh, so you're here, you gloomy outsider? What is this? Why me and you? Shoshin was already waiting in the ring. Judging from his expression, he seems serious. Last night, I was forced to do this because that damn professor told me to. I'll embarrass you in front of the public. I guess that would be much more refreshing. I won't lose to you, skinny city boy. In other words, the person who orchestrated this messed up situation was Prof. Miura. Get ready! Whoa! Shoshin grabs me. Then, cheers arose. The battle has started.
Show your guts, Shoshin! Shinji beat him!
My parents and Yoshika were also in the crowd. I can't lose in a place like this. Again? Is Yoshika cheering for you? Even when I asked her out, she said that she loved you. Huh? You left this town, but you were recognized in Tokyo, and you're now successful. And now you're back. Compared to that, what am I? I became a craftsman in a sad rural town like this, and got married because my parents told me to. What the heck? Why are you and I so different? You're so annoying! Shoshin expresses his emotions directly. I guess he really means it. Is that all you want to say? I grab him back too. Shoshin was stunned for a moment. When we were kids, you harassed me a lot. And now you're begging for things you don't have and taking out on me? Stop messing around. I studied hard because I wanted to cure my mom's illness. I became a researcher because I wanted to live up to my parents. I am who I am today because of the choices I've made. You were just too timid to make your own choices. Huh? You left here just because of family reasons. Stop trying to act cool. Shut up, chicken! I used the momentum to throw Shoshin away. At the same time, loud cheers filled the venue. You have a great job of passing down the traditional wood processing techniques. And take good care of your wife. It's a game. At the same time, people started coming on the ring with great excitement. Suwano-san looks at the lively atmosphere of the venue with a dazzling look on his face.
Please excuse me, Tsuwano Kanuashi-san. My name's Jun Miura, and I'm a university professor. I'm also the organizer of this festival. I heard from my subordinates. You're not an associate professor. Then, despite your looks, you're still around 40 or so? I'm actually turning 30 this year. I was told that I was the youngest professor in Japan, but I just got lucky.
For a moment, Tsuwano-san was stunned, but he quickly tried to act cool.
I'm doing town revitalization, and that's part of my research on folklore studies. The purpose is to study and preserve culture. Therefore, your sake brewery using wooden barrels. I understand how wonderful that is. Nowadays, it is often made in metal tanks. It would be a shame to lose that technique. But most of the young people have already left this town, and the population is rapidly aging. If I grant my daughter's wishes, we, the old folks, will keep her bound to a land that is becoming obsolete, and we will put her a lot of burden. I can't do that. This excitement in front of us is only a one-time event too. By the next day, everything will be completely gone. As my ex-wife said, it's foolish to stay in a place with no future.
That's not true! I believe this town has a future!
Yoshika stands in front of her father and declares this. It was the powerful voice ever.
Dad, I want to do it. Let's bring back the vibrancy of this town with our sake. Then we would gather a lot of people and make this town lively as it is today. That's my dream.
Tsuwano-san was worried about his daughter's future. However, Yoshika did not feel anxious. Tsuwano-san opens his eyes and nods slowly.
Eliminate bad customs and pass on good traditions. I see. Tradition is all about human heart, huh?
Miura-sensei smiled and left the father and daughter. I guess he thought everything was okay now. Then, Professor easily threw me and Shoshin away, who were still wrestling, and the festival ended. Afterwards, Shoshin and I ended up getting covered in mud, and we reconciled. I don't care about anything now. I won too, so it's all good. Shoshin apologized with Matsue about what they did to me in elementary school, and I forgave them. It seems that their relationship has improved ever since the festival. By the way, Tsuwano-san changed his mind and decided to hand over the sake brewery to Yoshika. Yoshika spends her days training as a craftswoman. She says that she would eventually gather younger friends to work with her.
Phew! Japanese sake brewed in wooden barrels by the Kanawashi family. I heard rumors that there was no air, so I was worried.
1 year after that, I was at Prof. Miura's home drinking sake. What was the real purpose of revitalizing my hometown?
Huh? Well, Kanawashi family sake is my wife and my brother-in-law's favorite sake. It would be a problem if it disappeared. Tsuwano-san was looking at the future of the town and thought his sake would go down the same path. I guess that's why he had lost confidence. Well, it was a win-win for us and Tsuwano-san, right?
So, the reason you told me to go back to my hometown was...
Huh? Oh yeah, come to think of it, your favorite lady is Tsuwano-san's daughter, isn't it? Just a coincidence.
What a sly guy! So you've got me dancing like a puppet on strings!
It's true that I was worried about you. It's better to make everyone happy, right? Rather than chasing 2 rabbits, just go for the entire herd. My brother-in-law, Ayado-san taught me that.
Dr. Miura winks. What a crazy guy.
Well, you're going to take the early Shinkansen tomorrow, right? You're moving to Shimane Prefecture. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of research you will do.
Well, I'll be at a private research institute. Well then, thank you for your guidance so far. Let's meet again in my hometown. I decided to leave Tokyo and live in my hometown. My hometown, where I thought I only had horrible memories. But now that I've become an adult, things are different. Maybe I like my hometown. At least I think I'll start liking it from now on.
Shinji, welcome back.
Oh, I'm back, Yoshika. A blue sky, shining green trees. I can smell grass and earth in the air passing by. This kind of world feels very comfortable to me now.
Hi everyone, it's Brittany. Oh, I love Dr. Miura. He's so cheeky. All right, I'll see you guys next story. Bye bye.